one section.
Yeah.
Actually, here's something you might also enjoy. We'll go to Arborstone real quick.
We were just here, but in Guild Wars 2.
Mm-hmm. Like, so in Guild Wars 1, like there was technology, but it was obviously it's 250 years before Guild Wars 2. Um,
Hmm.
so it's a lot more like of its natural habitat.
Right.
Like it's not, it doesn't have the jade all technology all over the place.
Yeah.
So you get to come in here and you get like all of this like gothic scenery and giant ass fucking mushrooms. The colors, although dark, are they do a good job with this like green mossy color that like be that like bright spot.
Yeah.
Um, but I definitely enjoy this one way more.
It almost has this Tim Burton kind of vibe to it, and all the technology kind of intrudes on that, encroaches on it in
Yeah.
a way in Guild Wars 2.
Um, what? I guess I could go here.
Harvest Temple.
So this is kind of the top of the Harvest Temple here, which not nearly as tall as it was in Guild Wars 2.
Right.
Like this is where you fight Suwon at.
Yeah, in Guild Wars 2, it's more like a, I don't know, Resident Evil climb into a final boss fight.
Yeah. And this looks more like a temple. This is actually where I think Shiro killed the Emperor
Oh.
the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't really feel like walking out there. But you miss all of this stuff. And then like Pongmei Valley is really a cool spot
Hmm.
because um you'll notice it sits literally in between Kaining, the forest, and the Jade Sea. So you kind of get a little bit of all of it in the same zone.
Mm-hmm.
I really just wish they expanded more. There's just what's a what's a good spot to show? Morostov Trail? No. Um, oh, the Vasberg Armory. This is where you get the good armor for the expensive armor here,
Hmm.
but it's owned by the Luxons.
What were the Luxons?
Um, so that's why it's called factions. You got two factions kind of warring over things, the Kurziks and the Luxons were on the Jade side.
Hmm. What defined the differences between the two factions?
Where they lived and what they had to deal with.
How did that
So
impact their behavior, and why did they end up warring with each other?
I think they were warring because of materials,
Oh,
resources.
resources.
I think, but um, if you couldn't tell, um, this side was extremely religious. Saint Angelica, Saint Victor, all their cathedrals and shit.
Oh, I see.
This side was more um, nomadic.
Okay.
Um, so when the Jade Wind happened, obviously this ocean turned into jade. Um, but all of this turned into amber.
Hmm.
And so like these guys had to learn how to work with jade. These guys all had to work with amber to build all their shit.
Hmm.
God, some of the camera angles are terrible. Where can I go to show you this? So like that's obviously made out of entirely out of amber. But like just like how they've incorporated uh structures and building in the stones
Mm-hmm.
in directly with the trees
Yeah.
and the nature is fucking glorious.
Yeah, the attention to detail in the earlier version of Guild Wars 1 holds up quite well against Guild Wars 2. Not to say Guild Wars 2 took some shortcuts that Guild Wars 1 wouldn't, but yeah, I think there's something to be said about it. I just can't tell exactly what it is. I don't know if it's like a smaller team and that tight knit nature of the smaller team working on Guild Wars 1 being, you know, able to cultivate more camaraderie and more of a cohesion. Guild Wars 2 does feel a bit more like somebody was, gophered out to perform tasks in the rendering and development, as opposed to more of a hands on approach from the lead design team. But that's just ambiguously my opinion, based on what I'm gathering.
Have you seen Naruto before?
Well, yeah,
All right, this I like was looking at this and this was fucking crazy. You're still seeing this stream, right?
yeah,
Does this not look a little bit like Sasuke?
it does.
Okay, as long as it's not just me.
Yeah, because
Uh,
Sasuke had the loose blue. It almost looks like a kimono from the distance, like without you mentioning anything. But that like loose pattern when Sasuke is starting to kind of evolve into the more darker adult theme stuff in Shippuden, because in Shippuden he went pure black, I think, in the shadow of his
yeah.
brother. But early Naruto, like season 1, yeah, Sasuke is blue.
Aw, I can't talk to this guy because I have some Lux infection and I don't have any Kurz infection.
It's like standing.
Yeah, this guy here. Yeah. So that's the thing with factions. So like you have this faction counter here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and because I have zero Kurzik and a little tiny bit of Luxin, I can't talk to Gigas, who makes the armor.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, my overall, this was my favorite expansion. Um,
factions.
yeah, it was really fun to play. It was really short though. It was only 13 missions, which you think would be like okay, but the base prophecies, the original one was 25 missions. And then I just did not enjoy anything about Nightfall. I really didn't.
What's Nightfall?
Um, that's where Alona, all the deserty stuff,
Oh, okay.
Corna and Vabi. I hated this.
Expansion? Is it a Nightfall?
Yeah,
Okay.
I hated being here. I hated the missions. I didn't find any of this fun.
Why? What was it about the?
So remember when I was telling you about the first Guild Wars Prophecies, the Guild Wars 1, the main original story, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of moral ambiguity. You thought things were straightforward, but there was always a curveball.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything, there was always some new little tidbit. No, this was very straightforward. There was none of that.
I see.
It was here's the bad guy. They're gonna do some bad shit. You gotta stop them. You didn't find out who the true bad guy was in this until mission 24. Like, you didn't put most of the story together until Abaddon's Mouth, which was the second to last mission in the game.
Hmm.
And because I played this, and then the faction story was short, but it was still really well written, and it was captivating still. Um, I guess the thing that you should know is so obviously I did all of the missions on this, both sides, right?
Hmm.
Like you can see this is missions over here, missions over here. Um, when you go through the story, when you get to the point when you choose whether you're going to either help the Luxons or the Kurziks,
Right.
until you beat the game, you are basically locked out of the other half.
Oh.
You don't get to do the Guyala hatchery mission, I'm pretty sure, until you beat the game. So you get to go back to see what that side is.
Oh.
If you chose to do this side. You didn't get to do both sides because both sides met up here at Unwaking Waters. This is the same mission, and I actually did something really cool. Is like all the missions are 8-man groups.
Okay.
Um, when you got to this one, this Unwaking Waters, this is the same mission. So like if I completed on the Kurzik side and got all 3 swords, it would count it on the Luxon side too. It
Okay.
was the same mission. Um, but if someone who started it on this side and you started it on this side, you'll actually have 16 people doing this mission.
Hmm.
They actually brought everything together here, and that was really cool.
I bet.
But you didn't. But they started at this side, you started at this side, and you can see it swirls, and you kind of met up towards the middle.
Hmm. That concept from factions feels a lot like what happened between the Char and Icebrood Saga.
It's the last thing. So, speaking of Ice Brood, this spot always confused me in uh, Guild Wars 2
Hmm.
because I keep calling it the Grothmore War Downs, and that's not what it is, but that's what it was here.
Hmm.
And that's literally the whole map. Like they just took this, I think, point for point.
That's source material, though.
So this is what I was going to really show you.
Eye of the North looks very different here.
Mm-mm. This, I think they did exactly the same.
I'm not used to
I
seeing
mean,
horns coming out from the top on both
this is just
ends.
the back. This is just the backdrop.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's a pretty verbatim. Minus the Christmas tree. And maybe the Christmas themes.
Well, I mean that's just because it's Winter's Day.
Does Eye of the North always change to match the season in Guild Wars 1?
I think so.
Huh. I don't think it behaves that way in Guild Wars 2.
No, not in Guild Wars 2, just Guild Wars 1. But this is just the Norn zones.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, this is what introduced. So yeah, this was Eye of the North, the whole thing, the whole expansion. mini expansion, really.